On the news, President Tinubu charges new service chiefs on teamwork, says there's work to be done. Residents shot Trademore Estate in Abuja, protest planned demolition. And federal government rejects European Union's 2023 elections observation report on Nigeria. Hello and welcome to News Now on TV 360 Nigeria. I am Simisola Adigun. Residents of Trademore Estate, Lugbe in the Federal Capital Territory, have objected to the move by the federal government to demolish some parts of the area. The residents are seeking a way out of the woods and have called for collaboration with the relevant authority towards a lasting solution to the problem of flooding in the area. Our correspondent, Emeka Amako, files in this report from Abuja.
It's exactly 10 days since the flood disaster which engulfed Trademore Estate and its environs claimed 3 lives and left wanton destruction in its wake. At a time when the residents are still reeling from the shock of the disaster and its attendant ruins, comes this news of demolition to dash their hope. In this press briefing, the residents insist that the estate is neither illegal nor a disaster zone as claimed by the Federal Capital Territory Authority, FCTA. They questioned why former Vice President Namadi Sambo would commission the estate if it was indeed illegal.
Trademore Estate alone has 3 polling units. When votes are taken from here, it is not illegal. When tenement rates are paid from here, the estate is not illegal. When land charges and other numerous taxes from the same FCTA were collected from here, the estate is not illegal. Now that time has come for them to provide stormwater infrastructure, they have declared us illegal. In fact, AEDC collects, this is a cash cow for AEDC, an income of about 30 million naira per month from this estate. Trademore Estate, we emphasize, is not illegal. Trademore Estate is financed by federal government of Nigeria. Part of Trademore Estate was commissioned by the federal government of Nigeria. Where is the illegality? That is the question we dare ask the government. Trademore Estate is not a disaster zone.
Yes. Yes.
Rather, what we have is a leadership disaster in FCTA. Yes. Who are too shy to think, who are unable to carry out their primary responsibilities. The person who declared this estate a disaster zone is the permanent secretary of FCTA.
While they believe that the demolition move is not a quick-fire solution to the perennial flood in the area, the residents called for provision of a stormwater infrastructure to tame the flood.
The dam at Aleta needs to be re-evaluated. The 3 culverts commencing from Ecological Road culvert after Trademore, which currently hold an average width of 9 meters, should be expanded to a minimum 2 15-meter span or 1 20-meter span. And that is the culvert outside of this gate. And it was done by Ecological Fund. At the time of the construction, we suggested, we argued, we told them the right thing to do, but they chose to do the wrong thing. If you look at the height of the road, it's above the estate. All storm waters on the road are discharged into the estate, and it creates a confluence where we are having this meeting right now. Hence, we keep having loss of lives.
On Sunday, Shehu Hamad, the Executive Secretary, Federal Capital Development Authority, had announced that the FCT administration would demolish all structures on waterways across the nation's capital. He said some of these structures are preventing water from flowing freely through its natural course, causing flooding in some parts of the city.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has charged the new service chiefs on the importance of teamwork and urged them to deliver on the responsibilities assigned to them. Tinubu made the remark when he met the new National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, and the new service chiefs for the first time on Monday since their appointment on June 19, 2023. In a chat with State House correspondents, the NSA conveyed the president's assurances to the service chiefs that they have his unwavering support. The sit-down is the first since he approved the appointment of the new security chiefs on June the 19th.
To thank Mr. President for the opportunity he gave us to serve our country and to serve his own government. We thank him very much. We also pledge our loyalty to him and to Nigeria and Nigerians. We believe that the choice he made is the right one, the correct one, and we know what he wants for this country. We are going to work tirelessly to ensure that we accomplish that objective of securing our country, establishing peace, stability, and let's get our lives back. He gave us the assurance that he is with us 100%. He told us that we must work as a team, and there is a work to be done. He will expect us to deliver, and we are grateful for the opportunity. That's why we are here. We can see already things are improving in our country. If you see the record of crimes and activities of the criminals, it's going down. It will continue to go down. We will secure this place. Nigerians have seen the quality of people that are given opportunity. They are probably some of the best we have, and they are not going to fail. They will certainly deliver.
The federal government has rejected the European Union's report on the 2023 general elections, describing it as a poorly done desk job. Dele Alake, the special advisor to the president on special duties, communications and strategy, said this in a statement on Sunday. Alake said not only did the EU mission have a limited coverage of the elections, the organization based its findings on rumors, social media, commentaries, and statements made by the opposition parties. On June 27, 2023, the EU presented its report on the 2023 elections in Nigeria to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The EU said the election exposed enduring systemic weaknesses and therefore signaled a need for further legal and operational reforms to enhance transparency, inclusiveness, and accountability. Well, for more insight into this development, Charles Ideho, journalist and political affairs analyst, joins me now. Thank you very much for joining me. Now, we'll leave the election tribunal to determine who truly emerged winner of the 2023 general election. But does the report by the European Union Election Observation Mission have any real consequences for Nigeria's political scene?
Okay, well, the report, whether it will have any consequences, that's the question, right?
Yes, that's it.
Well, consequences, not likely at all, because this is not the first time we are hearing all these reports. There have been several reports in the past, but again, as the reports will come, they will gather dust, and then we move over to the next election, then we go over again and all that. So it's been a long time coming, and these reports have been entered upon, and then culprits are punished, lessons are learned, and measures are put in place to ensure that we forestall any occurrence in future. So it's like a vicious circle that we go on an election year. Elections are conducted in according to, not in line with the best global practice at all. We have glitches, we have infractions, and then people just go as though nothing has happened. So, whether you have any consequences or whatever, I doubt not. I doubt not, because it's going to go the way others have gone in the past. So that's my concern.
All right. Now, there have been reactions trailing the reports by the EU. But do you think that this report is going to be some kind of proof in the tribunal?
The only thing the report we say is that it will paint Nigeria further black, all right, amongst the Committee of Nations, perhaps in the eyes of the international community, which of course it doesn't bode well for us as a country, because we are trying to see how much we can clean up the system to ensure we move with the rest of the world in terms of getting our electoral system right. But it doesn't seem we are making any impact positively. Even if we want to do anything on the positive plane, I think we are making haste very slowly. So all these are what I feel are my concerns, and of course the concerns of other well-meaning Nigerians, that we need to get our electoral system very, very right, so that elections, when the elections do happen in this country, we can have no fear to say, okay, people who are going to be casting their votes, whether most of them are going to be maimed, whether some of them are going to be injured, but people should be able to freely cast their ballot, and then their votes will not only count, their votes not only be counted, but their votes will also count, so that we know that whoever emerges as the winner of that elections will be the one that have been chosen by the majority of Nigeria, not this one that just in 2014, if you recall, not 2014, but the one that the election that brought in the late Adua, which of course he himself has been that it was fraught with irregularities. So we've never had it. So even Buhari himself, the elections, apart from that 2015 election, I think that's the only election that I feel that when Nigerians actually, they took off the gauntlet to say they were going to divorce themselves from the past. But after that, we went back again, went into the limbo. And then it was as if we just went back to the dozen of history and brought back the ignominy of election in Nigeria. So it's very worrisome, and I'm bothered as a Nigerian as well as also as a media man.
All right, like you said, hopefully someday, somehow we'll get elections right in this country. Charles Ideho, journalist and political affairs analyst, many thanks for your time and your contribution. Moving on, a coalition of young people in Nigeria have urged President Bola Tinubu to remain focused in his bid to transform the nation and not get distracted by naysayers. The national president of the Nigerian Youth and Students Coalition for Good Governance, Friday Okoli, made the call at a press briefing on Monday in Abuja. Now speaking on the state of the nation, Okoli condemned claims by a group called the Coalition of West African Investigative Journalists, alleging that certain government officials are morally corrupt and must not make President Tinubu's ministerial list. Okoli says the claim is rooted in blackmail and a series of blatant lies, just as he cheered President Tinubu on as he looks to fix national issues.
We find it essential to highlight that the allegations put forth by this group are nothing but a timely vague attempt to extort and blackmail government officials. Their actions demonstrate a complete disregard for the truth and a clear intention to damage the reputation of government officials in all progressive Congress-led government of this day. Therefore, we call on President Bola Tinubu to ignore all the fake and sponsored news targeted at government officials in the last few weeks by desperate politicians seeking to undermine the APC-led government for their gains. President Tinubu's refusal to sack the CEOs of federal government agencies and parastatals, despite the immense pressure from career politicians, indicates that the president is well aware that government is a continuum and can't be disrupted to please desperate political hawks. We call on the president to stand firm and resist attempting to heat up the policy by sacking competent government appointees to please a few people.
As part of efforts to strengthen the bilateral relationship with Nigeria as well as enhance maritime security within West Africa, the Chinese Navy Escort Task Group 162 has paid a visit to Bethesda Home for the Blind, leaving a memorable experience for the students. The visit was to demonstrate the relationship between China and Nigeria and to showcase the Chinese Navy commitment in spreading love and giving back to the local community. Speaking at the event, which was held in Lagos over the weekend, the head of the delegation, Colonel Yang Yanhua, emphasized the importance of the China-Nigeria relationship and expressed China's commitment to further strengthening ties in various sectors.
You can see everywhere is shining, and many good things is available in the compound. It's all about Chinese Navy, consulate and embassy. They were here today to surprise us with all these humongous gifts. So I don't know how to put it. I'm very happy. What Chinese community and all the Chinese society in the Chinese are doing for Bethesda is something that we don't know how to mention about it. We are grateful. No, it's unmentionable because they are becoming here. If you go to our music class, go to our kitchen, go to our generator, all over what we are using here is almost Chinese that is providing it for us. Without Chinese, no Bethesda. They are really wonderful to us.
We believe that with so many excellent teachers, as long as you remain optimistic about life, persevere in your struggle, and work hard to learn culture and knowledge, your future will be full of hope and brightness, and you will definitely play an important role and make your due contributions to the lasting China-Nigeria friendship someday in the near future.
I will take a break here, but still to come. World Bank projects a 25% 2023 inflation in Nigeria. We'll bring you details of the story and more right after this break. Welcome back. Now here's a recap of some of our top stories tonight. President Bola Tinubu has charged the new service chiefs on the importance of teamwork and urged them to deliver on the responsibilities assigned to them. Tinubu made the remark when he met the new National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ripadu, and the new service chiefs for the first time on Monday since their appointment on June the 19th, 2023. We also told you that residents of Trademore Estate, Lugbe in the Federal Capital Territory have objected to the move by the Federal Capital Territory Authority, FCTA, to demolish some parts of the area. The residents are seeking a way out of the woods and have called for a collaboration with the relevant authorities towards a lasting solution to the problem of flooding in the area. Now, in case you missed any of our news bulletins or for more updates, you can catch us on Limex World TV or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. Two of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes, so...
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no, you don't need to do this. We're only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Which came up with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. I'm a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. It's time for business news with Mary Kano. Over to you, Mary.
Many thanks, Simisola. Welcome to Business News. The World Bank has projected that inflation may hit 25% in 2023 as a result of petrol subsidy removal. This projection was contained in the June 2023 edition of the Nigeria Development Update. The Washington-based bank, however, said that although there will be a significant increase in 2023, headline inflation will fall by the first quarter of 2024. The Apex Bank also added that about 7.1 million poor Nigerians will become poorer if the federal government fails to compensate or provide palliatives for them following the removal of fuel subsidy. And President Bola Tinubu has met with the Shell Global Upstream Director Zoe Yojnovic at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Also at the meeting as the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari. The President also met over key figures from the oil-rich Niger Delta region, including former Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Timi Alaibe, and former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dakoko Peterside. The meeting forms part of ongoing consultations with leaders from the oil and gas sector since the announced discontinuation of petroleum subsidy on May 29. We'll take a break and be back with stock market report. After a remarkable gain in the first half of 2023, the Nigerian stock market continues its upward movement by 1.61%, setting the pace on the first trading day in the new month of July. This is a result of investors expectedly taking positions in value stocks ahead of half-year earnings season and possible announcements of interim dividends. At the close of trading, we see the all-share index rise to the 61,000 mark and market capitalization closed at 33.7 trillion naira, leaving investors with gains worth 534 billion naira. Eterna and Fidelity Bank out of fang for the gains as they rallied most to top the gainers counter. A quick summary of today's trading shows 14 billion shares exchanged hands in 12,128 deals. Now market breadth also closed positive, ending with 67 gainers and 14 losers. A look now at some select global stocks. In the US and Asia, the bull has taken charge of trading, but in the UK, investors continue to digest news that factory output in the Eurozone declined at the sharpest rate since October 2022, making investors trade cautiously, leading to poor trading. Well, that's the stock market report.
Thank you very much, Mary, for the update. And at least 354 people, including 6 women, have been executed in Iran in the first half of 2023, a rights group has said, warning that the pace of executions was much higher than in 2022. The Norway-based Iran human rights groups have accused Tehran of increasing the use of the death penalty to spread fear across the society in the wake of the protest movement that erupted last September over the death of Mahsa Amini, who had been arrested for allegedly violating strict dress rules for women. According to the IHR, the 354 people figure for the first 6 months up to June the 30th was up 36% on the same period in 2022, when 261 people were executed, adding that 20% of all executions were members of the Sunni Baluch minority. Iran is the world's second biggest executioner after China. Well, up next is Entertainment Report on News Now.
Ondo State-born chef Adeyeye Adeola, who is currently on a 150-hour cookathon, has turned off the gas burner during the exercise to eat the food she had prepared, breaking one of the rules of the competition. Adiola, popularly known as Chef Dio, began a cooking marathon quest to break the Guinness World Records on Friday, June 30th, in an attempt of outdoing Hilda's impressive cookathon. However, one of the rules of the cookathon Guinness World Record is not to turn off the gas burner during the race. According to reports and videos shared on social media, the Ondo chef has turned off the gas burner and is seen eating one of the dishes she prepared. Chef Dio's cookathon is currently going on at the TMF Lounge and Bar in Ile-Oluji, Ondo State. The controversy surrounding Tope Alabi's viral video where she sang using Yoruba words associated with greetings by Ifa worshippers has sparked a conversation within the gospel music community. Veteran gospel act and current chairman of the board of trustees of the Gospel Musician Association of Nigeria and Goman, Funmi Aragbaye, has slammed popular gospel singer Tope Alabi for a controversial use of Aboruboye in a newly released song, while accusing her of acting as though she is above God and everyone else. She said Alabi perceives herself as being too important to be part of any gospel organization and considers herself independent from any affiliation. Aragbaye further explained that Alabi's behavior is a reflection of the current state of the country, where many people take God for granted and worship him superficially without genuine devotion. That's it in the entertainment segment of News Now. Tamilore Akinkolia, TV 360 Nigeria.
Finally, in sports, Kenyan athlete Titus Ekuru is facing a 10-year ban for 4 charges of anti-doping violations, the Athletics Integrity Unit has announced on Monday. The alleged violations relate to the use of a prohibited substance on 2 occasions, as well as 2 cases of tampering with doping control through the submission of falsified medical explanations and documentation. Ekuru was provisionally suspended last month pending the outcome of both wide-ranging investigations, which included crucial collaboration with the Anti-Doping Agency of Kenya and other Kenyan authorities. He has 2 marathon wins to his name, including victory in Milan in May 2021 in the exceptionally fast time of 2 hours, 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Well, that's all on News Now this evening. Thank you for watching. I am Simisola Ajikun.